good social worker is someone who listens to you and understands the emotions and everything that's going on about your family and your life and everything that's going on. Someone who always picks up the phone, who's there for you when you need them. Having all the materials ready with them and knowing what they might need for when they come and see you. So it could be they need certain paperwork, instead of coming back and forth, they're always on time with the schedules. I think they always need to understand your point of view and be able to try and make that work with the work that they're doing as well.
I would say a good social worker has to be somebody who is not only professional with you, but is also on the same level as you. So instead of being in a room with them and you having to get up to their level and talk like an adult, if you're a child, they should be coming down to your level and talking about things you like, becoming almost a friend.
They've supported me a lot. Like, I've gone into aftercare, so they supported me when I moved home, so they helped me with my bills and they helped me with the moving and the costs, and they told me what I was able to have. So, and like finding job applications and stuff, they've been able to sit down with me and sort everything out step by step with me.
Well, I had a lot of support from my social worker. When I was in college doing music, I was studying music, and we had end of term gigs all the time, and he used to come to my gigs and he was the only one there in the audience. All these other people invited their parents and everything. Nobody else had come apart from my social worker, and he was fantastic, and he always supported me in anything I was doing. I was 50 and I got a scabby tattoo off, you know, somebody who wasn't professional, and he supported me in that decision, and you know, he sort of looked at it, laughed, had a joke with me, and you know, told me the implications about doing it and said, you know, you've sort of learnt your lesson now. That's how it is. I did learn my lesson, yes. I haven't had a free tattoo since.
Yeah, they respect the way I am, and they understand that because they've got a close relationship with them. And if I don't want anything to be said, they won't say it unless that they have to, and they will be able to tell me that first.
Okay, so personally knowing sort of the ins and outs of it anyway, I know that they can't just go and blab whatever I tell them about. If I tell them something in confidence, it is their legal obligation to sort of keep that to themselves, unless it poses a risk to somebody else or myself, and then they have the authority to sort of bring it on.
Yeah, I think I've had a lot of, like, when I've said where I want my PEP and my LAC review to be, they've always made sure it was in them places, and obviously I didn't speak to my biological parents, so they made sure that they didn't get the records that I didn't want them to get when I was at the age that I could tell them to, so I think they did, yeah.
On a personal level, in my experience, yes. I have had bad social workers before, everybody has, but I have had good social workers as well, and the good social workers are the ones you can trust with your life, basically. They will always be there for you, they will always help you out, and it's great to be able to trust somebody like that, especially coming from backgrounds that children in care have come from.
Well, yeah, they're always smiling and being able to have a laugh with me and not feel like they're my social worker and a bit more like they're my friends, so it's always nice when they're like that.
Well, that reverts back to the first question about what makes a good social worker. If they are a good social worker, then yes, they are approachable. They are more of a friend than a social worker. They are a social worker sort of, you know, in their heads, but to you, they're not. They should be a friend. They should be somebody you can open up to.
They made a massive difference. There's always someone there for you. You don't have to feel like they're judging you.
Massive difference in mine. Huge difference. I mean, right now I'm working for Oldham Council. My social worker has inspired me to want to help people like myself, maybe who have been in worse situations than myself, to, you know, sort of help them. And I want to be that person to sort of make a change, and that's the inspiration and sort of where I've been in life now. It's all come together because of my social worker.